Hi friend, welcome to another series of the lecture. Good morning, hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to discuss the important topic which is solution of simultaneous equation by matrix inversion method. So one more method we have seen that how we can solve simultaneous equation by using Cramer's rule. If you remember in determinant we have learned that how we can solve by using Cramer's rule. But Cramer's rule is not useful for the complicated and bigger simultaneous equation of system when equations are more in number. So matrix inversion method is very useful at that time. We also see that Sir Arthur Kelly actually use matrix notation and the matrix method to solve the simultaneous equation or system of linear equation. So first of all we see how we write the given equation into a matrix form. So suppose I have a equation a1x plus b1y plus c1z equal to d1, a2x plus b2y plus c2z equal to d2 and a3x plus b3y plus c3z equal to d3. So these equation I have. So its equivalent matrix form is always given by ax equal to b. Okay, ax equal to b, where this A is matrix of coefficient. Okay, all the coefficient of the variables, this a1 b1 c1 all are the coefficient. So this is the matrix of coefficient. X is called matrix of variable and b is nothing but matrix of constant. Matrix of constant. Okay, all right. Now we see how we can write these matrices or matrix. So A I can write as matrix of coefficient. Just write the coefficient. If you are considering this as equation 1, 2 and 3, you can interchange the equation. Someone can took this 1, 2, 3, but keep the sequence as it is at till the end. So just write the coefficient here in row. So A1, b1, c1, all coefficient of x, y, z from first equation a2, b2, c2, a2, b2, c2, all coefficients of x, y and z from equation 2, third coefficient of x, y and z from third equation. So a3, b3, c3. Okay, right? I just write this. Sorry. Okay, so I just write this coefficients in a row or in a column. You will get like this. So a1, a2, a3, b1, b2, b3, c1, c2, c3. This is the A matrix of coefficient, this one. Okay, now X is matrix of variables. Here are x, y and z, three variables we have. So x, y, z. And b is a constant matrix or matrix of constant, which is, sorry, b is d1, d2, d3. Okay, right? So in the shorter form we always write this as ax equal to b. Okay, and now our target is to finding this X matrix because that is unknown. Okay, this matrix you know, this matrix you know, you need to find this matrix. So from this equation I just need to shift this A to this side. So what will I get? A equal to A inverse into B. So that's how I find X matrix. Now how to find this A inverse? We already have discussed A inverse by adjoint method. So here we are going to use the same method, which is A inverse is nothing but 1 upon determinant of A multiplied by adjoint of A. So don't worry, it's a lengthy procedure, but it's very simple, obviously. So what you need to do, first of all, write down the equations in standard form, write down all missing, unknown and all, then convert the equation into this form, Ax equal to B. So find out matrix of A, which is nothing but matrix of coefficient x and B. B is matrix of constant, this one. Okay, and then from this matrix find out A inverse, okay, by using adjoint method, and then multiply this A inverse with this B constant matrix, and whatever result is nothing but the unknown matrix. Okay, so let's just solve one example so you will understand well how we are going to solve this. Okay, so let's just, I'm just taking one example, so just a second, I'll change the page. Okay, okay, so okay, write down, I'm solving, I'm taking example as x plus y plus z equal to 3. Second equation is given x plus 2y plus 3z equal to 4. Third one, x plus 4y plus 9z equal to 6. Okay, and we need to solve it by using matrix inversion method. Solve by using matrix inversion method. So step by step we are going to follow it. First of all, I will write solution here. Okay, the matrix form of equation is Ax equal to B. Hence x equal to A inverse of B. Okay, equation 1 where A inverse is given by 1 upon mod of A into adjoint of A. Equation 2. Okay, right? Clear? Now I will write A, which is matrix of coefficient A, as now. One by one we are starting. So first, our first target is finding A inverse, and then our second target is finding X, matrix of unknown. So first of all we write all these matrices here. A is matrix of coefficient. So just write down all the coefficient. I am taking this as first, second and third equation. So coefficient of X is 1, Y is 1 and Z is 1. My first row is completed. Second, 1, 2, 3, second row completed, 1, 4, 9. Okay, this is my matrix A, right? So, and B is matrix of constant, all the constant which we have this side. So 3, 4, 6, that is my matrix of constant, and X is matrix of unknown or variable. So I have 3 unknown, x, y and z here. So x, y, z. Okay, just remember how I am writing it. This is a column matrix, this is a column matrix, this is a coefficient matrix. Okay, now our target is finding A inverse. So I am starting the procedure for finding A inverse. To find A inverse, so first of all, to find A inverse we need to find adjoint of, sorry, we need to check whether A inverse exists or not. So I am finding determinant of A. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, 9. Okay, Now just expand the determinant and see what we are getting. So I am getting 1 into 18 minus 12 minus 1 into 9 minus 3, right? Just check out the calculations. 1 into 4 minus 2. Okay, so simply I get 6 minus 6 plus 2, which is equal to 2. So, and this is not equal to 0, right? I am getting 2. So since determinant of A not equal to 0, therefore A inverse exists. If I am going to get this 0, then I will say A inverse does not exist and this equation cannot be solved. Right? Simple, clear? Alright. Now I'll find adjoint of A. So for adjoint of A, you know, first we need to find cofactor matrix of A. Let this name as P, okay, because we need to take its transpose. So you know that cofactor is a big matrix, so I am writing here a big number. All right. So what will I get? Just eliminate this one. So I'll get 2, 3, 4, 9. Okay. Second I'll get 1, 3, 1, 9. Okay. Eliminate this and this. 1, 3, 1, 9. Third, eliminate this and this. 1, 2, 1, 4. Okay. First row completed. Second row. So eliminate second row, first column. So 1, 1, 4, 9. Next, eliminate this and this. So 1, 1, 1, 9. Next, 1, 1, 1, 4. Just write all these, eliminate very carefully. Otherwise our calculation will be wrong. Now for third row, eliminate this. So 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 1, 2, 3. All right. Next one, 1, 1. So eliminate this and this. So what I get? 1, 1, 1, 3. No. 1, 1, 1, 3. Next one is eliminate this. So 1, 1, 1, 2. Right? 1, 1, 1, 2. Okay? Good. Now it's a matrix of cofactor, so we need to change symbol. So plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. Okay, just observe it carefully. I will keep it here so you can see how I am calculating the remaining things. Okay. Okay. So this P matrix will be now, just to solve these determinants. So what will I get? Sorry, I always make a small bracket. So 18 minus 12, 9 minus 3, 4 minus 2, minus 9 minus 4, 9 minus 1, 4 minus 1. Right? Third, 3 minus 2 minus 3 minus 1, 2 minus 1. Okay, just calculate it. So I will get 6, okay, minus 6, 4 minus 2, 2, minus sign outside, 9 minus 4, 5, 9 minus 1, 8 minus sign outside, 4 minus 1 3, 3 minus 2, 3 minus 2 1, 2 1. Okay, change the symbols. What will I get? 6 minus 6 2, minus 5 8 minus 3 1 minus 2 1. Okay, this is my P matrix, matrix of cofactor. Okay, all right. Now adjoint of A is transpose of this matrix. So adjoint of A will be P transpose, which is nothing but just transpose. This is my row, so it become column 6 minus 6 2, minus 5 8 minus 3 1 minus 2 1. Okay, this is my adjoint of A. Now therefore from equation 2, what is our equation 2? This one. So I am just substituting the values in this formula. So my determinant, what is the value of determinant I get? 2. So I am just writing here from equation 2, A inverse is equal to 1 upon mod A into adjoint of A, which is 1 by 2 into 6 minus 5 1, minus 6 8 minus 2 2 minus 3 1, and that is my A inverse. Okay, right? Okay, just observe the calculations. It's not that complicated. Okay, now I'll put the value in equation 1. What is my equation 1? This is x equal to A inverse into B, and my matrix B is here. I already write the matrix B here. So x will be, from equation 1 I get, from 1 x will equal to A inverse into B. I am just substituting the value here. A inverse, I have this matrix 1 by 2 multiply by 6 minus 5 1, minus 6 8 minus 2 2 minus 3 1. Okay, multiply by B. What is my matrix B? So my matrix B is a column matrix. This one 3 4 6. So I am writing the same matrix there. So it is 3 4 6. Okay, now we need to multiply these two matrices. Okay, so its order is 3 by 3. Its order is 3 by 1. Number of column is equal to number of rows, so multiplication is possible. So therefore x is, now just multiply this row with the column. Okay, and my resultant matrix will be of order 3 by 1. I will have 3 row and 1 column. So if you don't understand how to multiply the matrices, then just watch the just have the lecture again, and you will know it. So I'm just taking this first row, first column, 6 multiplied by 3 plus minus 5 multiplied by 4 plus 1 multiplied by 6. Okay, now second row, this column, minus 6 multiplied by 3 plus 8 multiplied by 4 plus minus 2 multiplied by 6. Next, third row, first column, so 2 multiplied by 3 plus minus 3 multiplied by 4 plus 1 multiplied by 6. Right? All right. So what will I get? I'm just writing here, or let me just change the page. Okay. Okay. So this X matrix I will get 1 by 2 into, just make these calculations. What will we get? 18 minus 20 plus 6 minus 3 into 6 minus 18 plus 32 minus 12. 6 minus 12 plus 6. Simply I get 2, 4. Okay. 2 and 6 plus 6, 12 minus 12, 0. Okay. 1 by 2 is here. Sorry. Okay. This 1 by 2 is here. So simply what I get? X equal to 1 by 2 into 4 to 0. Okay. Now multiply. This is the scalar multiplication that we have seen. If I need to multiply this 1 by 2 with this matrix, I need to multiply every element of the matrix with 1 by 2. So I am simplifying it. 1 by 2 multiplied by 4, 1 by 2 multiplied by 2, 1 by 2 multiplied by 0. So what will I get? This get cancelled. 2, this get cancelled. 1, 0. 2, 1, 0 is my matrix X. And what is my matrix X? What is the X matrix? The matrix of unknown, okay, which is nothing but, so I am just substituting the value of this matrix. Okay, here see, the matrix of X is nothing but matrix of unknown, X, Y and Z, whatever unknown you have. So my matrix will become, okay, I am just substituting the value of X here, which is X, Y, Z equal to 2, 1, 0. Okay. Now from the definition of equal matrix, since these two are equal, so equal matrix are equal if the correspondence element are equal. We know that thing. So equal matrix, these two are equal matrix. So this implies X equal to 2 because this is the correspondence element. Y equal to 1 and Z equal to 0, which is the solution of my simultaneous equation. Okay. So I hope you understand this. Just to try to solve some example. So I'm giving some example here. Example. Okay. Try to solve this. First one is X plus Y plus Z equal to 3. 3x minus 2y plus 3z equal to 4. 5x plus 5y plus z equal to 11. Okay, just try to solve this. The another example I am giving you as x plus 3y plus 3z equal to 12, x plus 4y plus 4z equal to 15, x plus 3y plus 4z equal to 30. Okay, so just try to solve these examples. Till then, have a nice day. Bye.